Back in town, boys. Well, the combine seems to be running great. It is new. I didn't record anything this morning because I was kind of in a hurry to get this thing put back together, putting the head back on and getting it up here. But everything seems to be running good, so I can't complain there. I gotta say a huge shout out to Nebraska Harvest Center. Those guys did a great job getting parts here, and the mechanics were even better. This is the second time I've worked with or used one of their mechanics, and this guy worked late, got up early. Rocky spot if you can't tell. So I think they did a pretty awesome job. But yeah, I've got the first 35 acres done with the combine put back together. It ran great, and of course I get this combine up here, and Dad's combine is having DEF issues again. And yeah, it was cold this morning, but we've been parking it inside the shed, and it's been working since we've been doing that. We'll come to find out the DEF pump went out in his combine this morning. So luckily this combine got put back together, but it just sucks because we were really hoping to have 2 combines today and get a lot done, because tomorrow, well, the next 2 days is supposed to be super cold. Probably won't even start trucks in the next couple of days, so we probably are going to skip out on harvest for the next couple of days because of the cold. Coincidental enough, it was a decent time for it to go out, but it still sucks. So we're going to finish up this field, move down to the next, fill all the trucks and everything that we can, and just finish out the day there, I think. We just got moved down to this half circle. I got around the pivot, and I'm just popping my first opening here. But I wanted to show you guys that this is that same variety that we've been having good luck with. You know, it's been doing pretty good. You can tell, I don't know if you can see on the video, but there's a lot of stalks broke and bent over. That's from our windstorms we've been having. That's our main problem around here, is we've got short day corn. It dries out quick, and we get really bad windstorms. So a lot of our corn losses is from the ear hitting the ground. Well, there's a couple ears on the ground here and there, but I'm really liking this variety because I can see, even though it's blowing off the leaves, the ear is still attached to the stalk. So this variety has a really good shank on it, and I'm liking that. It's still yielding really good even after the windstorm, unlike the rest of our varieties have been. So I think this is definitely going to be in the books for next year for a corn variety. I'm also got to say, like I was talking in the last video, when I was kind of comparing Dad's combine to this one, this combine is so smooth going over these rough tracks. I mean, the tracks on the combine, you don't even feel the sprinkler tracks, but you do feel a little bit out of the back tires, but nothing bad at all. And like this sprinkler track, it's kind of deep, a little rough, and that was pretty dang smooth compared to that dual combine. That thing rides rough. I lost the light game. I lose it every time. Well, that's okay. I like lights. I like to see what I'm doing. If anybody doesn't know what the light game is, basically it's how long can you go before you have to turn on your lights And basically, like if there's a bunch of tractors around, or like this where we usually have a few tractors in the same field, it's always a little game of who doesn't turn on their lights, or who's the last person to turn on their lights. I lose every time. I don't know what it is. It's not even really that dark out, but I can see with the head a lot better. Even when I'm at tractor though, I usually turn on my lights first just because it dims my screens, because the screen brightness really messes with me. So I'm a big loser, but we're combining pretty good. The combine's been running great. I got out and checked within my first couple passes on the field. I really got to watch these sprinkler tracks, so I'm having to run it pretty low for the corn being all laid over. I'm running the head pretty low, but all these sprinkler tracks got, you know, big edges on them. So I'm trying to make sure to lift up over all the sprinkler tracks so I don't screw one of my nose cones up. One of my snoots, as some people call them. Let's see, what was I saying? Brain fart. Oh, I got out and checked everything. We're cleaning up the cobs real good. I can see, I mean, I got a few cobs that are broken or whatever, but I think a lot of that's because it's so dry. I already have my rotor and my thrashing concave slowed down so much because off the factory settings, it was grinding the corn almost. I mean, it was kind of bad how much cracked corn I had, so I slowed things down up quite a bit, sped up my cleaning fan, and it's looking really good out there. Most of everything on the ground is just header loss. I mean, if there's anything out the back, it's not very much. There's a couple of kernels, but that could be from butt shelling off the head. It didn't look bad at all, so I'm pretty happy with it. The sample's clean. We got a little bit of big sticks left, but I've closed down the sieves quite a bit, and it's a lot better than it was. So I'm happy with it. It's doing a good job. You can see here just how much damage the wind has done to the corn. Most of it's laying on the ground. And of course it doesn't like to feed when it's laying like that. This is right up against the wind side, and these are the first 16 to 24 rows were like this right here. There's no trees or nothing to block it, so I guess that's just what happens. That's why it's best to get after it when we can, but beans set us back a couple weeks, and every year's different. It is what it is. This is it for the night. It's just now 7 o'clock. We got all the trucks loaded. It actually tried to snow on us for a little bit, but that went away. But yeah, it sounds like tomorrow's supposed to be super cold, so we're gonna see what goes on tomorrow. Probably not a whole lot, but we're gonna be done for the night. Grain cart guy's tired. I told him we wanted to fill the cart, but he said no, I don't want to fill the cart. So I guess we'll just finish up here. Finally got both combines back in the same field. Got Dad's combine put back together yesterday. Well, the mechanic did. It was too cold the last couple of days to do much. So we started up this morning. Finally getting going. But hopefully we can get a circle done or so today. Got my job taken away.
Hey Milner, did you see that?
I'm just sitting here like
you unloaded on you, and then look at that, I got to empty out my auger, but I was still, almost 3/4 full, but I still emptied my auger out. I like that.
Not very nice.
I like the flipper. I like the flipper.
Got my job taken away. Peyton's running combine because we didn't move any sprinklers, so we couldn't run any tractors today. But I gotta give him something to do. Yesterday he was just sleeping here. He just gonna sit on his phone all day anyway. So I had to let him do something,
Yeah.
So now I'm just sitting here like a little kid. Don't even have a job anymore. There's the second raccoon of the year. See if we can get him out now. Ooh, slip clutch is not liking that. I don't know how much YouTube likes blood and guts, but...
Yeah. What happened, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't run him over.
Before the grain cart gets here, I broke a nose cone off. For just a little tip. Damn rocks out here. Well, not much I'm going to do about that. I don't even think I can lift it up now. I don't have a new tip, so I just lifted the nose cone up a little bit. Yeah, I better check for corn on the ground while I'm waiting for my grain cart guy to get here. It's been pretty eventful the last couple of rounds. We had a few more raccoons, and then we seen a bunch of coyotes out here. A couple of pups. They weren't very smart. But by the time our one truck driver went and got his gun out of his pickup, and then he missed a couple times, we only got one out of the three. But I went and grabbed my gun out of my pickup. So hopefully, I think we seen one go into the corn. Hopefully it goes back out there. But yeah, the nose cone, I'm pretty sure I bounced it off of a rock on the other side. There's, let's just say, small boulders over there to kind of watch for. Must have just broken the cast iron. But I don't have time to order a new one before the end of the season, so we'll just get by. Jeremiah beat me to the punch. We were unloading on the go. Coyote came out of the field. He just opened the window or the door and shot him out the door of the tractor as we're moving. That was pretty awesome. Well, I'm gonna fill up my combine here below Dad's house before we head over to our next couple of fields, so that way it's full. I did not think we were going to get this half circle done tonight, but that means we only have a half circle and a flood field left, and then we're done. Done for the year. So, this field sucked. Don't look at that. done with all of our harvest for the year. We're down to just putting stuff away. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, so we gotta get these combines cleaned up. Just dump all the stuff out of the, open all the trap doors and stuff and blow it off and get it back in the shed. So this is probably going to be the last time I start and move this thing for the year. Most likely. It's a little dirty in here after the season. So don't judge me. It's going to be a cold start of the Caterpillar. This thing does not like the cold like most caterpillars. Just wondering why I didn't put her in the combine. She's ready to go. Cycle the glow plugs again. It's a little chilly outside, not too bad. Did some Kyle hunting over the weekend. Only got one, missed out on a couple others. Just weren't able to get a hold of them. Well, that's okay. Alright, let's see if it'll fire. Yes, sir. I knew she had it in her. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up some combines, put them away. I'll see how much I get filmed. I don't know, but if I don't get anything filmed, this is gonna be the end of the video. I'm honestly impressed how clean this combine is. Hardly any of the traps had much corn. The worst part was the rock trap in the feeder house. Of course, it was packed full of stuff. I've been blowing out the corn head, and it actually looks really good shape still. And it's cleaned out pretty good. This is as dirty as it was right here. It's honestly pretty clean. But I noticed this thing needs adjusted badly. I don't know how I didn't have a problem with this. Yeah, that's bad. So next year that's going to need adjusted for sure. Here we go. I dropped off the corn head on the trailer. The Case combine doesn't have a corn head trailer, so we'll just drop it off inside the shed. Got Dave behind me pulling the corn trailer in my pickup, and yeah, we'll see where we can get these things stuffed in there. I don't think the Def likes the I don't think the Def's liking the cold. Hopefully it makes it down there without degrading it. Didn't get much videoed, but we got both grain carts. We're gonna get both the 345 and the 370 in here. Our sprayer and bean cutters are in here. It's starting to snow on us actually, and we did get both combines on the other shed. So we're set away pretty good. I just didn't get it filmed.